Hola a todo el mundo, bienvenidos a Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. En el último episodio terminamos el capítulo 2, ahora es posible recuperar a Constance en la parte 1 del juego principal. Terminamos el capítulo 2 que fue más tedioso que otra cosa, la verdad. Y hoy vamos a empezar el capítulo 3 a ver qué nos depara. Esto ya lo vi.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Así que tú cuidas de este lugar.
Indeed. And despite my responsibilities, I am but a humble monk. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
No puede ser cierto.
No? I've heard tell of those within the Church who intend to purge Abyss.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
¿De qué se trata?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
¿Cuándo os conocisteis?
I met Geralt back when he was a knight. I was born and raised in Garrick Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Vale, creía que había grabado aquí, pero por lo visto no lo hice. Bueno, empecemos ahora el capítulo 3. El rito del cáliz.
The Rite of Rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Quisiera saber más acerca de mis padres.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Háblame de mi madre.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
¿Cómo era mi padre por aquel entonces?
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Delicada.
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
¿Querría ser como él?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies,
Me pregunto por qué será.
that is no easy task.
Me pregunto si es que será que en realidad Gerald tiene más de 100 años y que Real le salvó la vida. Creo que es por eso, Pero que nadie se lo diga a Alfric.
Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
La arzobispa necesitaba mis servicios.
I see. Well, so long as you are satisfied, it is not my place to question your decision. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
¿Por si deseas que enseñe los lobos plateados?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that her grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Bueno, pues vamos a ver qué encontramos por abismo esta vez.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And I wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the chalice of beginnings.
¿La cima del sello?
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. So you believe Abyss is connected to that place?
Lots of twists and turns down here, so it's not the craziest idea ever. Must be well hidden, though.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
¿En qué consiste el rito?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
Echemos un vistazo.
Excuse me.
¿Se repara la espada de la creación? Oh, ¿no me la han reparado por completo? No, no lo han hecho. ¡Wow! Me la han reparado poquito. Yo esperaba una reparación completa. Me siento timado. La usé y abusé de ella porque creía que me la darían al completo. No me acuerdo exactamente de los botones de este juego.
Excuse me. I've only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a look kind of reminds me.
Ah, lo nato. Voy a pasar este texto rápido. Si quieres leerlo siempre puedes pasarlo.
Place is loaded with winding paths. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden paths. That's what I said. Things will shift without notice here, revealing hidden... Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
The Archbishop named the house. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late.
O sea que... Esto lo ha creado Rea, pero ahora por algún motivo están perdiendo su favor. Hello, Hilda.
Had a chance to poke her head in here, Professor? Judging by all her mystical look, I wonder if she does matchmaking.
Well.
¿Algo de valor por aquí? Aposentos masculinos. Aposentos femeninos. Ah, he cambiado de aspecto. Ya. Un desguace. Hagamos la vista turística relámpago por aquí. Más que nada para hacer si encuentro algo de valor en el suelo. ¡Ey! Vender oro. Tenemos oro y quiero vender mis 3 lingotes. ¡No tengo mucho dinero! No hay mucho dinero. Vale, una pregunta. ¿Reparar la espada de la creación cuánto cuesta? ¡No puedo hacerlo! Vale, las piedras de refinado no son un problema real. No me preocupan en exceso las piedras de refinado. Las armas legendarias no las puedo reparar por eso. Esa es una faena. ¿Qué vendes? Nada de mi interés. Algo de valor por aquí. Fala de Yori.
Well, well, the Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. We get along great. I mean, you kind of have no choice. And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a cheeky and off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
No, no lo creo.
Not very perceptive. Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get. As for the others, they've all got their humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Shut up, Cloud.
Neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I. Humbling seems.
Professor. 4 apostles. God, I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is...
The records should be here some... Oh, I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on... But now that you're here, I haven't... Oh, behold, the proof. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Alfred...
Oh, Dios, Constance, eres muy pesada. Sigo pensando que te llevarías bien con Ferdinand por eso. Me pregunto si tendrán support esos dos.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mind plus. You don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with...
Vale, pues nada más, vamos... Oh, me he equivocado. Vamos a buscar la zona para luchar más cercana. Esta, vale. Veamos de qué va el rito del Caliz. La búsqueda del Caliz.
The answer is no. I will not allow it. It is far too dangerous.
Ah, but if we can determine its origin, we may eliminate the very danger that vexes you.
You already know this. But there are plenty of folks down here who can't defend themselves. If these attacks keep up, eventually they'll find themselves in harm's way.
Yes, I am aware. However, for the time being, you must promise to refrain from acting recklessly. My dear Fluck has suffered enough as it is. You needn't take any further risks.
Surprisingly overbearing, isn't he? He must really care about you guys.
Most certainly. Yet, if we fail to nip this problem in the bud, I shudder to think what will transpire. Aha! It's you! In the nick of time, as it were. Come, let us venture into the deep, deep underground. The chalice of legend awaits!
¿Has dicho lo más profundo?
But of course! Deeper and deeper still beneath the monastery, to the chasm of the bound.
Coco, you didn't hear a word Elfie said, did you?
I surely did, but we must read between the lines. Elfric wants a solution as badly as we do. And so, we shall seek out the Chalice of Beginnings and present it to the church. If our enemies desire the object, this should halt all future attacks on Abyss. Brilliant, no?
I'm not so sure about that. According to legend, there's some kind of binding that protects it from would-be thieves. Even if we find it, we can't just walk up and take it unless we figure out how to break that thing.
Ah, but that is simplicity itself. We shall first ascertain whether it is still bound, and then we shall release it.
But where is this chasm anyway? I've never even heard of the place, much less seen it.
As luck would have it, I have discovered yet another secret passage. It appears to go deep underground. According to my superior instincts, it undoubtedly leads to the chasm of the bound.
Huh. I suppose it's worth a look. I don't care about finding some old cup, but if it could help us protect Abyss, I'll support the cause.
You surface dwellers do not have anything else to do at present, do you? You'll assist us, will you not?
Os acompañaremos.
I don't have anything scheduled before my next nap, so I guess that's fine. Edelgard doesn't look too thrilled, though.
Splendid! It is decided. We leave at once.
Pues nada, Edgar, te quedas en el banquillo donde perteneces.
Feeling pretty lost right now. How long have we been walking? I'm guessing a full week.
A week? Ridiculous. It's been a few hours at most.
Exaggerations aside, if this takes much longer, I'm concerned about our lack of food and water.
She's got a point. How about we trek a bit farther, and if we don't find anything, we turn back?
Constance, I find it rather curious how quickly you became fixated on the chalice. Care to explain?
Oh, no. Why would I be fixated on a silly little legend for some supposed ulterior motive?
You want the esteem. You think this will convince the church to help you restore your fallen house.
How could you possibly know that? Have you been snooping within the confines of my very mind?
I shall restore House Nouvelle to its former glory at all costs. It's practically your catchphrase.
Aha! Just as I suspected. Constance is the former lady of House Nouvelle.
¿Qué es la Casa Nouvelle?
Until just a few years ago, it was a house of viscounts in the west of the Empire. They had a long and distinguished history.
House Nouvelle lost its status 5 years ago, as a result of their part in the war.
Huh. You speak as though it has nothing to do with you.
I fear all I can do is ask forgiveness in place of my useless father. If doing so will comfort you in any way, then please accept my...
Save your breath. That will not be necessary. There is only one thing that I desire. For the sake of my parents, who fell courageously and selflessly in defense of the Empire. For them, I shall restore our status, revive House Nouvelle, and return it to its former glory. All that I do, even spending each day advancing my magical prowess, is to that end.
And in reward for all that hard work, you were forced to live underground. Life's cruel. It's like you took a shortcut back to the starting line. Or maybe you're just unlucky.
What are you saying? I never intended to share that side of me with you.
Look at that. It's a good thing we didn't turn back. That looks mighty chasm-like if you ask me.
Say, are we beneath the bridge in the monastery? Incredible.
Huh. I never thought I'd be gazing up at that bridge we've crossed 1,000 times from way, way down below. Are we sure this is the right place?
It is, I think. I believe. I hope.
Constance, why are you hiding in the shade? Aren't you the one who insisted that we find the chalice?
Fine. If you insist that I join you, then I shall. Satisfied? Oh my. I was quite rude just now. Please accept my humble apologies for treating you so foully. I presume too much to stand beside such noble paragons. Allow me to dig a hole to bury myself in.
No matter how deep underground we are, I guess sunlight is still sunlight. Poor Constance.
¿Qué ha pasado aquí? No aprecio que se hagan bromas de ese estilo.
This is what Coco's like in the sun. That's why she lives underground.
I fear I cannot guarantee that this is the chasm of the bound. I have almost surely wasted our time.
Enough with the self-doubt, yeah? Just put one foot in front of the other. We'll have you back in the shadows before you know it.
Cheer up, Coco. We need you.
And now I have forced you into a state of pity. I feel so very worthless.
I admit, I have never seen anything quite like this before. Is there nothing we can do to help?
Happy? Keep Constance moving. If we don't start searching, we'll never find that damn chalice.
Fine, I'll just push her a bit, I guess.
I must ask you to cease. You shall soil your hands upon my filthy back. No soap could possibly... Huh? This feeling. I sense magic in the air. There is something just ahead. The binding spell, perhaps.
I don't feel anything at all. Wait. Actually, I hear something. Something big. and it's moving.
Perhaps there is something in place that is guarding the chalice.
Yikes. What is that thing? It's like some kind of gigantic toy.
I don't have the slightest idea what's going on, but I know it doesn't bode well.
I don't know, could be fun. It's been a while since I've met an enemy that can put up a good fight. Hey you! Meet your master, pal. I'm gonna pummel you into my own personal shield.
No sé qué pensar de Constance ahora mismo. Sobre todo por el hecho de que han puesto la música de las coñas. No voy a pensar en ello. No voy a pensar en ello. Simplemente veamos de qué va este mapa. A ver. ¿Cuál es la condición de victoria? Rompe el sello del cáliz, ¿vale? Mapa. ¿Cómo se supone que rompemos el sello del cáliz? Solo se abre con la llave antihechizos. Vale. Por ahora todo está bastante claro. Por ahora todo está bastante claro. ¿Hay alguien que tenga algo interesante que me pueda robarle? Lo digo más que nada para cambiar a Yuri de clase. Lingotes, lingotes. Nada. Quiero decir, las armas de plata, con mucho, pero... Nada. Frena. No. Nada de nada. Ok, pues. Cambiamos la clase. Yuri. ¿Cuánto tu clase, Truan? El resto diría que vamos bien. Comercios, gremio militar, reparar los batallones. El tema es, no veo ninguna llave. Y veo 3. Y enemigos aquí en medio. ¿Hay algo más? Hierro, no. Muy bien. No entiendo exactamente lo de la llave antihechizos, pero ya me preocuparé por eso en otro momento. Vamos a centrarnos el primero por la izquierda, supongo. Yo creo que sea más bien. Guardar. Y a luchar. Rompe el sello del cáliz primordial. Cada sabio cualquier alumno de la casa del lobo plateado.
What's the deal? No matter how many we squash, more just take their place.
If those things were created to protect the chalice, there must be a way to deactivate them.
If I may presume to offer my opinion, the statues may warrant scrutiny.
There must be a way to activate those things. I bet they require some type of key.
Ya, ese es el problema. ¿Tú tienes la llave quizás?
Sounds like the chasm of the bound, all right.
I think I might have found the key. That thing over there is carrying it around.
Ajá. Muy bien. Vale, está ahí abajo del todo.
Ready and willing.
Vamos a centrarnos primero en este lateral. A ver si puedo despachar esto en lateral de forma relativamente rápida e indolora.
it my all.
Yep.
Battle.
Sure thing.
Y nos preocuparemos del otro lateral cuando llega el momento de preocuparse por el otro lateral.
Stay focused.
Vale.
I will prevail.
I'll cut through.
¡Vamos allá! ¡Oh! No se mueven. No me voy a quejar. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. Esa no es bueno. Bueno, nuevo plan. Puedo baitearlos a... El bosque es muy conveniente, pero me gustaría baitearlos a todos si es posible. No parece que pueda llegar al rango del bárbaro este. Nope. No, por poquito con lo que he visto, lo visto, me esconderé en el bosque. ¿Puedo baitearlos a todos, por favor? No. Sí, vale, desde aquí. Quédate aquí, Xavi. Y nos lo tomamos con calma. Con calma. Nope. ¡Jaja!
As expected.
Sin problema. 0% de hit rate. Y ese tío también se mueve ahora. Vale, esto está mejor. A ver, hay que despachar esto, evidentemente. Este tío es débil a lanzas. Lanzas es algo que no tengo muchas. Tengo un batallón que tenga una buena área. Creo que Edelgar, pero Edelgar no llega. Yuri. Oh, ahora sí que me aparecen las caras. En el otro capítulo no aparecían. Sí, esto es lo que estaba buscando. Eso es lo que buscaba. Muy bien. ¡Cantaway! Dimitri. Dimitri. ¿Cómo quiero plantar esto? Quiero matar al arquero, eso seguro. Go, Hilda. Go, Hilda, go, Hilda, go, Hilda, go. Has fallado el segundo hit. Tristeza, decepción y demás emociones negativas. No tienes una poción al convoy. Happy, ¿puedes pegarle a este sin que te revienten? Quiero pegarle a la casilla de atrás, ¿es posible? Pégale. Vale. Apártate de aquí. Constance. No quiero ponerte a bocajarro todavía. Dimitri, ¿puedes matar a este tío? No creo, lleva hacha. ¿Cuánto movimiento te consume esto? 1, 2, 3... el bosque. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Debería poder funcionar. Debería funcionar. Ok. Parte espadas, ¡Cantaway! Un arco de hierro. Arco de hierro. Eso siempre viene bien. Guarda la jabalina. Le daremos mejor uso al arco. Xavi, cárgate a este pavo. A este pavo. Allow me to demonstrate. Xavi, level up. HP, fuerza, velocidad.
dwells within.
I am so impressed.
Vale, Constance. Cárgate la última barrera. No puedo ver las barreras entre tanto árbol. Pero debería hacer esta. Obtienes los mitrilos. ¡Yay! ¡Hola, Cloud! Ven aquí. Y bajémosle otra barra de vida. Balthus creo que no verá mucho uso. Porque va a melee. Y para... Tiene... Ah, no, vale, que las casillas. Que... Va a melee y parece que tengo a Zabi destruyéndolo todo. ¡Go! Haz un crítico, por favor. No, no, no puedo ser. No puedo ser. No tuvimos crítico de 10% en 4 hits. No me importa. Edgar tampoco creo que haga mucho. Hilda es mejor hacha en virtud de que vuela. Lenhard no llega. Es una pena. Bueno, no importa. Ese bicho no va a hacer nada. ¡Oh! Hello.